We're here with Dr. Beverly Wade Hogan, president of Tougaloo College. How are you, Dr. Hogan?
I'm doing well this morning. How about you?
I'm doing great because I'm excited to see how many of the college presidents are excited about UNCF's Career Pathways initiatives. Can you tell me a little bit about what are some of the learnings that you'll take back about UNCF CPI to implement at Tougaloo College?
Well, let me first say that I think this UNCF CPI is a terrific opportunity for our institutions. It gives us an opportunity to reflect on what we're doing, to look at our missions, and reimagine our institutions in the 21st century and what we see for the future of not only our institutions, but our state and the nation and the world as we populate this world with leaders and citizens who will make a difference.
Right. And can you tell me, I guess, what will be the impact of UNCF's Career Pathways initiatives, specifically for HBCU students?
Well, I think one of the things that we're looking at is it gives us an opportunity to come to the table, to look at our strengths, play to those, look at the things that really need to be improved. What do we want our students to really know to be able to effectively work, live, and play in the 21st century, so to speak? What kind of skill sets would they need from an academic, professional, and social standpoint? And this gives us an opportunity to talk about that, to plan. And although we talk about these kinds of things often in probably isolated, this is an intentional focus as we build a new direction in career pathways, looking at the fact that although at Tougaloo College over 60% of our students go on to graduate in professional schools immediately upon graduating from the college, all students' pathways will lead to a career choice and aspiration. What am I going to do with the knowledge that I'm acquiring? How will I apply it, and how will it help me earn a living to improve myself, my community, and my world? That's what we instill in our students. And I think this is going to give us an intentional pathway to get them there. And connecting sometimes the disjointed operations on our campuses and bringing those together. We have discovered a lot in technology that can build on that, a lot in our first year experience, our general education curriculum, and now our strategic planning, and how we bring all of this together to focus on building this career pathway. So it's exciting. It's very exciting.
Wonderful, bringing everything in together.
Bringing everything in together.
And I know at Tougaloo College, you've already had many successes with partnerships and employers, businesses in
Right,
the
we
area
do.
that really partner to help students get internships, help students get jobs. So how do you see UNCF Career Pathways Initiative enhancing your existing relationships with the business community?
It will strengthen it because we will develop a more institutionalized focus on that. We are out of this where we'll be looking at developing an institute for business and economics and having an advisory board of business people involved with the institution in a more concentrated way. You know, one of the things that I was thinking this morning because this question was posed, we not only build collaborations with our business community and business partners because that's very important, but we build collaborations with other education institutions. We have 3+2 programs, 3+3 programs in the law schools, and we have an early admit to medical school with Brown University that expands about 50 years. So we build partnerships with international communities so that our students will get the diversity of experiences that they need, the expanded learning opportunities that they may not get in a small environment where they are currently studying, so they can be able to meet diverse people, develop skills, develop the international understanding and the global perspectives, understanding diversity of cultures that they need to know to be able to inform their worldviews and let them be comfortable on any market, in any marketplace, in any world stage. And I think that's what we see for our students.
Wonderful.
How they use their education in a fluid way that it will build on them to be productive in their time, even as time changes.
Got it. And can you speak a little to, and I know this was part of one of the sessions on yesterday, what are some of the barriers that HBCU students specifically face in landing meaningful employment upon graduation?
Because most HBCUs draw from the public schools of America for the students, I think that there is a real barrier in building a continuum of education so that students come to college better prepared to meet the academic rigor and the expectations of college life. That's a barrier. We need to become more connected with the K through 12 so they begin to understand what it means to get on the college track and be prepared. There are financial barriers. With financing education, those kinds of things. Reimagining how we deliver education to a student population that has never known a world without technology. Being comfortable in integrating technology and teaching and learning in such a way that actually facilitates learning, not just have technologically savvy students, but how do they use that, and actually preparing our faculty to be to know how to use technology to facilitate learning. I think those are all the pedagogical approaches that our faculty use will need to be enhanced and looked at and rethought and reimagined, particularly for effective teaching and learning, and how do you build in research opportunities for students that will help them realize what they can do with the knowledge that they're gaining.
And with the knowledge they're gaining, with the training that faculty will receive, with all the impact that students will receive, where do you, Dr. Hogan, see Tougaloo College 7 to 10 years from now?
Tougaloo College in 7 to 10 years will realize transformational change in how we approach students. We will probably move forward with more online education for our students. We will even probably look at more professional certifications for our students. For those students who will go on, because we believe in a college education, they will get that. But for the emerging opportunities in the future, what kind of specific skills do you need to prepare for that job? We want to do that, but we always want to give our students that foundational knowledge that we feel that comes from a liberal arts education, because that's what all employers are looking for. They want effective communicators who can do it in the written and oral expressions, and they want those workers who can think in the quantitative and qualitative terms. They want that, who can deal with diverse populations, who can get along with people. And that comes out of an environment with a core curriculum in the liberal arts, because they get that connection between who they are, their purpose in the world, and how they must serve in society. And civic knowledge and historic knowledge informs how they go forward. So we will probably always do that. But I think we will have a more robust environment. We will look cultural changes. It does not begin in the classroom and end there. We will have learning spaces throughout our campus so that students will experience that, whether they're in the dining hall or the residence hall. It will all be connected and relevant to their development as a total person.
Love it. Connected and relevant. That is and will be Tougaloo College. Thank you so much, Dr. Beverly Wade Hogan, for speaking with us here at the UNCF Career Pathways Initiative convening.